Today we will start with the uh, number of electrons, protons and neutrons of different atoms. Especially we will discuss of the atoms, electrons number, proton and neutron number from 1 to 20. So let's start with this. So x is here. I have written x to the power a and z. A is denoted as the mass number and Z is denoted as the atomic number, where X is denoted as the atomic symbol. Okay, so X is the abbreviation used to represent an atom in chemical formula. For example, for hydrogen we use H, for oxygen we use O. Okay, A will be the number in the superscript form will be the mass number, and the number in the subscript form will be the atomic number. So atomic number is equal to the number of protons, and since we know that atom is electrically neutral, so when it is electrically neutral, the positive charge should be equal to the negative charge, then only the atom will be electrically neutral. Okay, so protons are positively charged particle, so atomic number is equal to the number of protons, or we can also say is also equal to the number of electrons. Okay, E for electrons. Now what is mass number? Mass number is equal to the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. So mass number is equal to the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. Now if it comes, what will be the number of neutrons? Then how you will calculate? So the number of neutron from this formula only is equal to the mass number. When proton will go to this side, it will become negative, or it will be subtracted from that. So mass number minus the number of protons. I am writing it here. Number of neutrons is equal to number of neutrons will be equal to, that is mass number is A minus Z, simply. Okay, A is the mass number, Z is the number of protons or the number of electrons. So number of neutrons will be A minus Z. Okay, mass number, that is A is equals to P number of protons plus number of neutrons. Okay, and atomic number, that is Z is equals to the number of proton or the number of electron. Okay, so Z is the atomic number is equal to the number of protons or the number of electrons. Since an atom is electrically neutral, so number of proton is always equal to the number of electron. Mass number is equals to number of protons plus number of neutrons, and number of neutrons will be equal to mass number minus atomic number. So let's start with the element whose atomic number is 1. So this is just an example shown to you. See 12 and 6. Now tell me what 12 is denoting. 12 is denoting its mass number, and mass number, that is A. Mass number is equal to the number of neutron plus number of protons, because these two are only the particles, subatomic particles, which has weight, whereas the electron has negligible weight, and these two particles is found in the nucleus. Okay, so atomic mass is equals to the number of neutrons plus number of protons. Okay, so what is its atomic mass? That is 12. Now come to atomic number. Atomic number is denoted by Z. So Z of C is what? 6. So 6, it is the number of proton, or it is also equal to the number of electrons. So if anyone will ask What is the number of electron in carbon? So that is 6. What is the number of proton in carbon? That is 6. So you are getting proton as 6. So what will be the number of neutron? Number of neutron will be 12 minus 6 equals to 6. So now you can tell me what is the number of electron in carbon. So number of electron or number of proton is equals to its atomic number. So that is 6. That is 6. And what is the number of neutron? Then 12 minus 6, that is A minus Z. So that will be also 6. Then what is its electronic configuration? Electronic configuration is the arrangement of electrons in the cells. So there are first cell, K cell, L cell, okay, M cell and N cell. In the K cell, how many electrons can reside? 2. In the L cell, how many electrons can reside? 8. Okay. In the M cell, actually 18, but according to your till atomic number 20, here also we will see 8. Okay. So on this basis, if it is having 6 electrons, so how many electrons will go in the K cell of carbon atom? 2. Now how many electrons is left? That is 4. So in L cell, how many electrons will be there? 4. According to the octet rule, what should be the number of, and this L cell is the outermost cell of for carbon atom, and according to the octet rule, how many electrons should be in the outermost cell? That is 8. How many electrons does carbon has? That is 4. So what will be its valency? That is 8 minus 4 equals to 4. Okay. Now please remember here, it will be used in the next classes, that if the element has 1, 2 or 3 electrons in the outermost cell, these elements will give the electrons. And when it will give the electrons, it will be the electron donor. Such elements will be known as metals. And they will form the ionic bond. They will form the ionic bond. The bond formed by the complete transfer of electrons is known as ionic bond. Okay. Then if the element is having 5, 6 and 7 electrons in the outermost cell, then what will be its valency? 8 minus 5, that is 3. 8 minus 6, that is 2. 8 minus 7, that is 1. So such elements will take the electron to fulfill its octet. So this one will take how many electrons to fulfill its octet? That is 3. If the element is having 6 electrons in the outermost cell, it will take how many electrons to fulfill its octet? That is 2. If the element is having 7 electrons in the outermost cell, it will take how many electrons to fulfill its octet? That is 1. Okay. So 8 minus 5, 8 minus 6, 8 minus 7. So it will take 3, 2 and 1 electrons to fulfill its octet. So elements which will take the electrons or which will accept the electrons will be known as non-metals. Such elements will be known as non-metals. Okay, the elements, and they will also form the electrovalent bond or ionic bond. If the element is having 4 electrons in their outermost cell, such element will do the sharing of electron, and that will be also non-metal. So it will share the electron, and such type of bond formed by the sharing of electron is known as covalent bond. Okay, so we will discuss about all these. Then just start with the first element of the periodic table, that is hydrogen. So what is its atomic number? 1. And what is its mass number? 1. Now tell me, what is its, actually this is the wrong denotation. The mass number should be the superscript form. Okay, here it is just mass number, it should be the mass number, and the atomic number should be in the subscript form. Okay, whatever, it is having only 1 and 1. So what is its atomic number? Its atomic number is 1. Its atomic number is 1. So when it is having atomic number 1, what will be its number of electron? Electron is also 1. What will be its number of proton? Proton is also 1. What is its mass number? Its mass number is 1. So when its mass number is 1, what will be its number of neutron? So number of neutron is equals to mass number, that is A minus Z. So mass number is 1, atomic number is 1. So 1 minus 1, how many neutrons does hydrogen has? 0 neutrons. Okay, so the number of electron in hydrogen is 1, the number of proton in hydrogen is 1, and the number of neutron in hydrogen is 0. Now what will be its electronic configuration? The electron will be found in which cell? The electron will be found in the electron will be found in the K cell, because the first cell is what? K cell. Okay, so electron will be found in K cell. How many electrons it has? 1. So 1 electron. Now this is having 1 electron, so it will give the electron, it will also take the electron. So hydrogen's place in the periodic table is not fixed, because sometimes it gives the electron, sometimes it accepts the electrons to fulfill its octet. What is the capacity of K cell? The K cell should have 2 electrons, and how many electrons it has? 1. So sometimes it may give 1 electron, sometimes it may take 1 electron. That is why its place in the periodic table is still not fixed. So it may behave as metal, sometimes it may behave as non-metal. Okay. Now the second element of the periodic table is helium. So what is its atomic number? 2. And what is its mass number? 4. So atomic number, that is Z. Z is equals to number of protons. So how many protons it has? 2. Z is also equals to the number of electrons. So how many electrons it will have? 2. Okay. Now what is the number of neutrons? Number of neutrons is mass number, that is A, minus atomic number, that is Z. So that is 4 minus 2 equals to 2. Okay. So number of neutrons is 2. Now what is its electronic configuration? How many cells? There are K, L. So how many electrons can be kept in K cell? That is 2. And how many electrons it has? 2. Okay. So we will say that its octet is fulfilled, because the outermost cell, or only one cell, and the number of electron can be accommodated in K cell is 2, and it has already 2 electrons. So will it give the electrons? No. Will it take the electrons? No. Will it do the sharing of electrons? No. So that is why it is having its duplet. The first cell is what? Duplet, because it can contain 2 electrons. After that, the outer cells should contain 8 electrons. So that is why it will be known as octet. 8 for octet. So its duplet is already fulfilled. So it will neither take the electron, it will nor give the electron. Okay. It will also not do the sharing of electron. So that is why such elements are the noble elements, because its octet or duplet is already fulfilled. Okay. So its duplet is already fulfilled. So the only duplet element, sometimes in objective questions it may be asked, the only duplet element, that is helium. Okay. Next, moving to the next, its atomic number is 3, its atomic mass is 7. Now just tell me, what will be the number of proton? Number of P for proton, small p. So that is 3. Then number of neutron, that is electron, number of electron, that is also 3. Then tell me the atomic mass is 7. So what will be its number of neutron? That is 7 minus 3 equals to 4. Okay. Now what will be its electronic configuration? K cell, L cell. How many electrons will go in the K cell? 2. How many electrons left now? 1. 3 minus 2, that is 1. So in the L cell it will have 1 electron. So will it give the electron or take the electron? It will give the electron. And when it will give the electron, it will be a metal or non-metal? It will be a metal. Okay. And it will form which type of bond? Electrovalent bond or ionic bond. Next, beryllium. Atomic mass is 9. Atomic number is 4. So atomic number is equal to the number of proton. Number of proton is 4. Then number of electron is also 4. Number of neutron, we will take the whole number. So number of neutron will be 9 minus 4. So number of neutron equals to 9 minus 4 equals to 5. Now its electronic configuration, K cell, L cell. How many electrons in the K cell? 2. How many electrons in the L cell? That is 2. Okay. So will it give the electron or take the electron? Definitely it will give the electron. Okay. When it will give the electron, how many electrons it will give? 2. So its valency is 2. Okay. So it will gain a positive charge. Please always remember, the elements which gives the electron will get a positive charge, and the elements which will take the electrons will get a negative charge. Okay. That is also important. So it will get a positive charge, 2 plus positive charge. So when it will give the electrons, it will be denoted as Be 2 plus. 2 plus, it means it has given 2 electrons. And will it be a metal or non-metal? Metal, because it has given the electrons. Okay. Next is boron. Its atomic mass is 11. Its atomic number is 5. So number of electron is 5. Number of proton is also 5. Number of neutron is 11 minus 5, that is 6. Okay. Now what will be its electronic configuration? K cell, L cell. So first cell will have 2 electrons, second cell will have 3 electrons. So will it give the electrons? It will give the electrons. How many electrons? 3 electrons. So after giving the 3 electrons, it will get a charge B3 plus. And when it is giving the electron, it will be a metal or non-metal? It is a metal. So this is all for today. Thank you everyone.